Shalom to the brothers. We the Hebrew Israelites, as some of you may know. We come out here every weekend to prophesy against this country, America, the United Snakes of America.
That's right. It's a corporation.
This corporation. But what we do, we come out here to teach the Bible. We pretty much read the Bible, and what we do, we prophesy.
Yeah.
And I want to get into a description of the Lord, because that's one thing we probably ain't bring that out in a while. You know, might just have some brothers might just be tuning in for the first time. And the Lord is a so-called black man.
That's right.
We gonna get that straight right there. The Lord is a so-called black man. Just like the image that this brother got right here. This, according to the Bible, this would be what the Lord would look like. Not that damn demon, that so-called that image that everybody's used to seeing. That's not the Lord according to the Bible. This is an actual man that lived. But the brother gonna get on Revelations 1 and 13, just so we can get the true description of the Lord. Because a lot of you people gonna be in for a surprise when the Lord makes his debut back on earth, man. His second debut.
They like to say God, God this, God that, oh God. Do you know God? Don't you know the Bible gives a description of the one that you call Jesus Christ? Actually gives a physical description of how he looked. It actually gives that. But these motherfuckers, they dumb, man. These dumb Negroes, West Indians, Latinos that love this damn image right here, they don't consider that the scriptures actually have a physical appearance of the Lord. Wow. So therefore, they don't know the Lord.
Right.
They don't know the Lord at all. So they need to shut the hell up about some God this, Jesus Christ that, because you don't know the Lord.
Which that shows you the stupidity of our people. They think they know the Lord, but they don't. But they don't know the Lord, and they can't stand here and debate with it either, because they're gonna get chopped down if they do.
That's right.
Male or female. Especially you damn females. You know one thing about you fucking black women and you Hispanic women? You always like running your fucking mouth. You always like fucking talking shit, and you don't know your fucking ass from a hole in the ground.
That's right.
You fucking black women and you fucking Hispanic women. You like to run your fucking mouth. And the reason why you like to run your fucking mouth is because, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because you can fucking pull out a cell phone and dial them 3 magic numbers, 911. And that's the only fucking reason why you do the fucking shit that you do. But I'm gonna tell you something, you fucking black ass women, you fucking nappy-headed colored girls, you nappy-headed hoes, just like I'm down with what the fuck Iman said, alright? I'm down with what he said. And them hoes that he was watching in the game was nappy-headed. When they went on Oprah, they got their shit permed, they got that shit permed, and it didn't look the way it looked when they was on the basketball court. It didn't look that way that night when he said, ooh, look at these nappy-headed hoes. It didn't look like that, alright? They permed it or hot combed it and straightened it out. When they went on Oprah and thought we were offended by that, whatever. I'm with what he said.
That's right.
And you Hispanic women, all of you, the women of this nation, they're gonna learn to motherfucking respect the men of this nation. Starting off with the Negro man, #1. They're gonna learn to motherfucking respect the men of this nation right here.
That's right.
Because the things that's coming down the pipe right now with this, them trying to pass that H1N1 bullshit, make everybody get them vaccinations, and then that healthcare bill, which is total bullshit, which is leading to having everybody get a microchip in their right hand or their forehead, so they scan you every fucking where you go. That's the mark of the beast. That's in the Bible. That's in the book of Revelation. You gonna learn to respect the black man. You fucking women, you always got fucking something to say when men are together bringing out the word, or men in general are together doing whatever. You always fucking got something to say. But I'm gonna turn it back over to brother, because he was gonna go into something heavy, which is the breakdown of the color of the Lord, because that's a heavy thing.
So back into the scripture that the brother's gonna bring out, the description of the Lord.
Well, we're gonna read that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, according to the Bible, the description of the Lord, the brother's bringing it out. So you can read that.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the way men used to dress in the ancient world. The way you see us dressed down here, and I know a lot of people talk shit and they want to mock us. But this is the way we used to dress in the ancient world, man. And when you watch movies dealing with the ancient world, they show you the garments that the people, how they used to dress back then.
Right.
But yeah, but just read that again, matter of fact.
Right, Revelations chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
And the 7 candlesticks represent the churches. Represent the churches that the Lord set up.
right.
You know what?
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot, like you see in the picture right here. And like how you see the brothers out here coming out here to preach this word. We dressing up the same way our forefathers dressed up back in the ancient world. Go ahead.
Right. And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
With a golden girdle, just like you see in this picture right here. The same way that is being described in the book of Revelations is the same image of this picture right here. Just like the brothers just reading. What it say? A golden.
Right. And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Yeah, right here. Just like this image right here. He has a golden girdle, which would be like a belt, a big belt. It's made out of gold.
Pure gold.
Pure gold.
Meaning he has riches.
Right, because they like to say that the Lord was a poor man when he was on the earth. He wasn't a poor man. When he was born, the men actually bought him all kinds of gifts.
Yeah.
That's Matthew 2:11. You know.
Yeah.
Gold. You know. So how you got the belt then? You know. You go churches.
But we're gonna get into the description of his skin color, his skin tone, because there's a lot of controversy with that.
Right. Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, like the so-called black man. He has woolly hair.
Right.
Same. Well, the Lord is a so-called black man.
Right.
And when you look at the picture of this devil right here, this devil he doesn't have woolly hair like you so-called Negroes, man.
Stringy ass.
He got that dog hair, that caveman hair, because he ain't nothing but a caveman anyway.
Right.
Hey,
Golden retriever.
monkey hair, whatever you want to call that, whatever you want to
It
call
ain't
it.
woolly hair because
Yeah.
you look at the texture of a sheep.
Yeah.
A sheep with the covering of a sheep, it has wool. Now, you ever been to a zoo or anything?
Yeah.
You touch that sheep. I know I have.
Like a petting zoo.
Yeah. You touch the sheep. What does that texture feel like? It's kinky. You know the term nappy or whatever? That's what wool is. Who on the face of the earth has that type of hair? Only the Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, so on and so forth. Okay, those are the people on the face of the whole earth that have hair like that, man. Woolly, kinky. That's the type of hair that the Lord had.
Yeah, because the Lord was a so-called black man. The Lord came out of the tribe of Judah, which is you so-called Negroes.
Right.
So of course the Lord is gonna have the same description that you so-called that you Negroes have, man. It's that same texture of hair and the same color skin, and the brother gonna get into the skin color of the Lord.
Right. This is verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Yeah, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and that's pursuing going back to Genesis, the 49th chapter, because the Lord liked to drink. He used to like to drink wine.
And also, it symbolized that he caught a lot of hell, man.
Yeah,
He was a stressed out guy, man.
Yeah, the graves on
the
his
Lord,
head.
and that's why it says the head of his hairs were white like wool. He had a full head of gray hairs, man. So you want to call it, because when you go into it, it says that the hoary head is a crown of wisdom. That also represents the Lord's wisdom and his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Okay, so he had white woolly hair, had a head full of gray hairs, representing he caught a lot of hell, and he had a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now, this is going to the actual physical description of the Lord. Now, let's go into a more basic understanding. So, in order to recognize somebody that you know, wouldn't you have to give a description of how they look, and to know the difference of who this person really is compared to the next person? I mean, who's this guy? I mean, the descriptions describe Jesus Christ looking like